How come some people have all this motivation to work out and others don't? And if you don't have motivation to work out, how do you get it? Today we're covering the two probably the biggest mental obstacles that prevent people from developing motivation to work out and enjoy it. I'll get into these real quick. They are associating weight loss with exercise. You got to break that association. And then number two, trying to burn calories or not enjoying the process of working out. Going too hard, not enjoying it. And oftentimes this is done hand in hand with dieting. So these two go together. One, thinking that weight loss and exercise go together. They don't. They really don't. And then two, not enjoying exercise because oftentimes you are thinking about weight loss when you exercise, or you're trying to diet. When you start going on a diet, you start trying to lose weight, and then you exercise and you associate weight loss with dieting. And if you're listening to my channel, you know that I'm not a fan of dieting. So if dieting is terrible and you're associating exercise with dieting, and then you're doing something that just it screws with your brain. So if you do like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment. Love to hear your questions, and try to stay tuned till the end for the practical tip. But let's get into it. So the biggest, most important thing is realizing that exercise does not lead to weight loss. I'm telling you it doesn't. Exercise is great, don't get me wrong. And yes, I know what you're thinking, but I burn calories on, calories, burning, movement, calories. I burn 700 calories. That's got to be something, right? Okay, I'll give you that. Technically speaking, exercise does, burn calories, yada, yada, yada. But it's so indirect, actually. There's been studies that show people who just don't do anything and people who exercise. And the people who exercise like every day for an hour, 5 days a week, and over 2 months, they don't change their diet. The key thing is they don't change their diet, they don't change their psychology. They only exercise for an hour, for 2 months, 5 days a week. They only lose 2 pounds. That's 60 hours of exercise for 2 pounds. And guess what? They probably gained it back because they didn't even change their mindset or psychology. So it's really, really important that we decouple weight loss from exercise. Exercise is amazing. Exercise is amazing. It improves memory, learning, mood, bone density, strength. It's great. But if you are thinking it's going to lead to weight loss, then your expectations are never going to be met. You're always going to be disappointed. And how do you think you're going to feel if in the back of your mind you're exercising because you want to lose weight and you don't really lose weight? How are you going to think about exercise? You're not going to feel that good about it. So you need to change the way you approach exercise. It really doesn't lead to weight loss. It's great, but it doesn't lead to weight loss. And that leads me to kind of my second but related point. And in just a minute, I'll also go into how you can kind of start to solve these problems. But first, let's talk about enjoying exercise. I'm going to link to a video down below as well about enjoying exercise. It's really, really important. I think you can see the link, right? Weight loss, if you have this weight loss obsession going on in the back of your mind, it's going to be hard to enjoy. You're just too consumed. You're not in your body. A lot of self-esteem riding on your weight. That's the entire point. That's weight loss enlightenment, right? Weight loss enlightenment. Let go of weight loss obsession. Let go of that burden. That's the enlightenment. So I'm huge about this. Letting go of that dieting, that pressure to lose weight, it just doesn't work. So how do you enjoy exercise? Or rather, realizing that you're not enjoying exercise is not helping. That's a double negative, which means I'm doing a bad job in explaining. Do you enjoy exercise? Yes or no? Yes or no? If you feel like it's a chore, something you gotta do, something that somebody's nagging you to do it, go to the gym. I can't tell you, man, how many people I work with, the partner, the wife or the girlfriend. I want my boyfriend to work out. I want my husband. I got to get him to work out. I'm going to work out. We're going to do it together. They drag him in there. He's kind of, I don't want to work out. So you gotta make it enjoyable. There can't be this pressure, right? There's all this pressure to work out from families and relatives, and there's all these expectations that your appearance is gonna change, and your weight is gonna change. These things are damaging. They're honestly damaging. I cannot tell you, they're damaging, all right? So to summarize, and then we'll get into how do you enjoy exercise. To summarize, when you are exercising and there's pressure and you're kind of doing it because someone else wants you to, or you're doing it to change your appearance, when you're doing it to lose weight, when you're pushing yourself to exhaustion, when you're not giving yourself a break, it just isn't fun. And, one side note too, sometimes people say about exhaustion, about burning out, they say, if I take a day off, I won't get back into things. And that's in my experience, that's actually, it's when you're dieting and trying to lose, it's when you're dieting and exercising at the same time. Like you're inactive, you're not dieting, and then you do both at once, right? And we all know my thoughts on dieting. It's bad, it harms you, it's unsustainable. So you start exercising and dieting at the same time, and then you fall off the diet, and then you fall off the exercise as well. So you mistakenly think that you're falling off exercise, but it's really the diet that is the cause of it. So let's get into how to enjoy it. 2 things. Go for strength. You got to do strength training. You got to do it. I teach yoga, all right? I've teach yoga, don't get me wrong, but you got to do strength training. So the key thing is going for improvement. With strength training, I'm thinking, you can see that you're getting stronger, like the weights are going up. You're not as concerned about the appearance because you can see that you're getting stronger. Now, you don't have to do strength training, but you want to go for progress. I really strongly believe in this, the feeling of progress. But the most important thing, the second thing I'll get to, you gotta get energized from your exercise. Exercise has gotta be a form of self-care. There's no way around it. There's absolutely no way around it. You have to, tongue-tied. You have to get energized from exercise. Like you gotta walk away from the gym feeling better than you did when you walked in. Do a science experiment, right? Before and after. Do you feel better? And don't kid yourself. Don't kid yourself. Like you gotta be honest. If you're going to if it's too much of a time commitment, right? You go to the gym, you feel great, but then it's too much time. You gotta work something else out. Right? Whether maybe you got to back down, do a shorter workout, or, there can't be, so first of all, the energy, right? Let me get to the energy real quick. You gotta feel good. You gotta make it energizing. Like if I took a nap or if I went on a walk, I went to the nature, if I went to like a meditation group or dance, I get energized from it. Exercise has to be the same way. It can't be this chore that wears you out. It has to be somewhere where you go to rejuvenate yourself. These things are way more important than weight loss, way more, because these are the principles and mindsets that lead to long-term exercise. And that's where you see the results, right? Everyone knows that the results are in the long term, not the short term. So these are the mindsets that get you to long term. Really, really important. And then don't bite off more than you can chew. Don't set the expectation. You're going for an hour. Because that's gonna burn you out. You gotta be really honest with yourself. Am I having a good time? Is this sustainable? You gotta start with that mindset. That's all for today. That's how you get motivated. Let me know your thoughts. Go to the exercise, test it out, see if you're energized from it. All right, peace.